Do your legs ever feel like they're weighed down with invisible bricks, even when you're only making the short trip from the living room to the kitchen? And that dull ache starts to creep into your calves, or your feet grow cold at night, or perhaps there's that strange tingling that lingers when you've sat in one place too long. It's tempting to believe this is simply the passage of time, just age catching up with you. But in truth, these are quiet whispers from your body, small warnings that the lifeblood moving through your arteries is no longer flowing the way it should. And those whispers, if ignored, can grow louder and far more dangerous than you might imagine. For as the years pass, our arteries do not remain open and supple as they once were. Instead, they begin to narrow, stiffen, and slowly clog, all so quietly that one day you stand from a chair and wonder why your legs feel tired from doing nothing more than carrying your own weight. And you sigh and say, well, this must be what getting older feels like. But what if it doesn't have to be that way? What if the truth is that your body only needs a little help, not from pills, not from complicated treatments, but from something simple, familiar, and sitting right there in your fruit bowl? Because certain fruits, humble as they appear, carry within them remarkable gifts, gentle cleaners for your arteries, softeners for your blood vessels, and partners for your circulation, lifting the weight from your legs and returning a lightness to your step. And unlike so many modern fixes, these work with your body, never against it, bringing no side effects, no hidden risks, only the quiet strength of nature supporting you from the inside out. And in this journey together, we're going to uncover 7 fruits, each with its own secret power to help your legs and feet. And let me tell you this, the last fruit we meet is the strongest of them all, the one that reduces inflammation, lowers the bad cholesterol, and helps bring back that easy bounce you thought was gone forever, especially for those of us over 60. So I ask you, have you felt those changes in your legs lately? If so, let me know with a simple 1 in the comments, and if not, type a 0. And above all, don't forget to subscribe to Health Guide 365, because the road to stronger legs and healthier circulation is only beginning. Now, let us turn to the first of these fruits, a small, fuzzy little gem that hides its power behind a plain green shell, the kiwi. A fruit so unassuming most walk past it in the market. Yet within lies one of nature's quiet champions for blood flow, especially in the legs and feet where circulation tends to falter with the passing of years. You see, one of the silent challenges of aging is that our blood thickens ever so slightly. Our arteries lose the graceful rhythm of expanding and contracting, and what follows is sluggish blood, numbness, and that weighty heaviness that makes every step feel like effort. But kiwi carries within it a natural compound that acts like a gentle blood thinner, not enough to disturb the harmony of your body, but enough to help your circulation glide more freely. And it does not stop there, for it is also rich in vitamin K, that vital nutrient that keeps your vessels flexible, smooth, and ready to carry life where it is needed. And yet perhaps the greatest gift of kiwi is its abundance of vitamin C, a protector not just of your immune system, but of your very blood vessels, strengthening their walls, fortifying their resilience, and making it easier for blood to reach every part of you. Stronger circulation brings warmth to your feet, lessens the cramps, and restores the freedom to move. And science itself has confirmed this, for researchers in Oslo found that daily kiwi lowered blood pressure and improved the health of arteries in older adults. A simple fruit, yet powerful enough to change the way your legs feel when you rise each morning. And the beauty of it is how easy it is to welcome kiwi into your life. Sliced into oatmeal, stirred into yogurt, or scooped fresh from its skin, affordable, delicious, and waiting quietly in your basket to help you feel lighter on your feet. Now let us step forward to another gift from nature, a fruit that softens vessels, calms inflammation, and sweetens life with every bite, the strawberry, humble, juicy, and a familiar friend in countless breakfasts. But beneath its bright red skin lies a medicine nature crafted for aging legs. For as time weaves its years into our bodies, blood vessels grow stiff, inflammation takes root, and circulation falters, leaving us with cold feet, cramps, and that prickling sensation that refuses to fade. But strawberries answer back with polyphenols, plant compounds that coax blood vessels into relaxing, that ease inflammation, and that widen the pathways your blood must travel, so that energy flows and your legs remain alive with strength. And here too we find vitamin C abundant and ready to repair, to reinforce, and to give your arteries the tune-up they need. And science again shines its light on the truth. For those who ate strawberries regularly showed lower levels of CRP, a marker of inflammation that stiffens blood vessels and restricts flow. Lower CRP, calmer vessels, better blood all the way to your toes, and the joy of strawberries is that they fit so easily into life, fresh or frozen, in smoothies, atop salads, or simply savored alone, reminding us that sometimes the path to comfort is as sweet as it is simple. And so when your legs grow stiff or your feet cold, think of the strawberry as more than a treat, but as a step toward ease. Now turn your eyes to a fruit of deeper color. The cherry, its rich hue a promise of hidden strength, balancing sweet with tart, and carrying within it a secret few realize. For cherries do not simply delight the tongue. They protect the veins that return blood to your heart, those fragile conduits that too often fail with age, leaving swelling, heaviness, and varicose veins that are more than vanity. They are cries for help. Yet cherries, rich in anthocyanins, defend those veins, calming inflammation, protecting collagen, and reducing the stress that tears down vessel walls. And within them lies melatonin, not only a guardian of sleep, but a quiet helper for blood pressure and vascular health, easing inflammation and returning energy to tired legs. Even studies show that tart cherry juice can ease pain and soreness, suggesting its power runs deeper than flavor. So whether fresh, frozen, or juiced without sugar, cherries are more than a summer indulgence. They are a year-round ally. And when you see them next, remember they may hold the comfort your legs have been seeking. And as we move on, let us step into the tropics, where papaya, bright and golden, offers yet another gift, not merely as a sweet escape, but as a cleanser of the bloodstream, its enzyme papain acting like nature's own broom, sweeping away excess fats before they harden into plaque, and easing the passage of blood through once narrowed roads. It brings magnesium too, a mineral many forget, but one that soothes vessels, improves oxygen flow, and strengthens the muscles that often ache with cramps. And again vitamin C lends its power, softening arterial walls, calming inflammation, and keeping the limbs from stiffness. Even science supports this, showing that papaya lowers triglycerides, those silent contributors to arterial clogging. And so with papaya on your plate, you are not just enjoying flavor, you are nourishing freedom. Whether in cubes with lime, blended into smoothies, or even spiced for zest, it offers your body more than sweetness, it offers relief. And with each passing fruit we see the same truth, that nature, in her quiet way, has always been guiding us back to strength. Now we arrive at the blueberry, small, unassuming, but mighty, a fruit so rich in anthocyanins it surpasses even cherries, and it turns its strength toward the tiniest blood vessels, those delicate channels that feed your legs and feet with oxygen and vitality, keeping them warm, energized, and alive. Harvard researchers themselves found that blueberries improve arterial elasticity and lower blood pressure, signs that circulation is flowing freer and legs can carry you with more ease. And in every handful of these blue gems lies a defense against oxidative stress, against the tiny damages that accumulate with years, patching and repairing, keeping the system strong. And so whether you toss them into cereal, blend them into a smoothie, or eat them by the handful, fresh or frozen, blueberries are a gift available any day of the year. Then comes the pomegranate, jewel-like, radiant, holding within its seeds a treasure of antioxidants and natural nitrates, punicalagin working to sweep inflammation and blockages from the arteries, while nitrates become nitric oxide, opening blood vessels wide, relaxing them, and letting blood flow freely to the farthest toes. Clinical trials prove that even 2 weeks of pomegranate juice can change circulation, And so, whether in seeds or juice, unsweetened and pure, pomegranate is a bold ally, keeping your arteries open, your legs lighter, and your steps stronger. And finally we arrive at the orange, humble, familiar, yet perhaps the most powerful of all. Its hesperidin softening vessels, calming inflammation, and fortifying capillaries, while vitamin C lowers cholesterol and strengthens arteries, giving blood a clear path, and your legs the resilience they need. And research confirms what many of us feel intuitively, that oranges taken daily bring arteries back to life, making them flexible, open, and ready to deliver strength to every step. And so when you peel an orange, know that you are not simply enjoying a snack, you are giving your legs and your life a quiet gift. And now, having walked together through these 7 fruits, we see that none are magic, none are overnight cures, but all are daily companions that, in their small and steady way, can transform your life, reminding us that healing need not come from a bottle. Sometimes it begins with what we choose to place upon our plate. And if your feet have felt cold, your legs tired, or your steps heavy, take encouragement in knowing that change is always possible, at any age, with simple choices, for your body never stops listening. And tomorrow, if you wish, you can begin with nothing more than a bowl of fruit, and that may be enough to begin a new chapter of lightness, energy, and freedom. Each of these reminders is more than just advice. They are messages worth listening to, worth taking to heart. Something as simple as checking your feet every single day, even when they feel fine, can become the line between catching a small issue early or facing a problem that has grown far more dangerous. Acting early could save you months of discomfort, thousands of dollars in treatment, and most importantly, the gift of mobility. Now that you know what to look out for, the next step becomes even more important. It's about action. Taking the time today, not tomorrow, to protect your legs and feet for the long road ahead. Prevention isn't complicated, but it does require one essential thing: starting before the damage is done. And here's the truth. When it comes to protecting your legs and your feet, you hold far more control than you might believe. Even if you've already begun to experience circulation issues, or if your nerves have started to falter, there are still practical steps you can take, starting today, that can slow down the damage and in many cases improve your condition over time. The good news is, it's not about massive, overwhelming changes that feel impossible to maintain. It's about small, steady habits that stack up quietly but powerfully into real protection. First, let's talk about blood flow. Movement, plain and simple, is the best medicine for your circulation. You don't need to run marathons or climb mountains. Just 20 to 30 minutes of walking at a pace that feels comfortable can create a difference you'll notice. And if walking feels too difficult, don't lose hope. Light chair exercises, or even rolling your ankles in circles while watching television, can encourage circulation. Taking short breaks to elevate your legs allows the blood to return to your heart. A gentle massage across your feet keeps that lifeblood moving. The one thing to avoid is being still for too long, because when the blood pools in your legs, that's when problems begin. Next comes nutrition, the fuel your body depends on to heal, to grow stronger, to fight off damage. Foods rich in omega-3s, like salmon or walnuts, help keep blood vessels elastic and healthy. Leafy greens such as spinach or kale bring vitamin K and antioxidants to the table, while citrus fruits and berries deliver vitamin C, which your body uses to speed up healing. If your doctor says you're low in vitamin D or B12, take it seriously. These vitamins are essential for strong muscles and healthy nerves. And don't forget zinc. You'll find it in pumpkin seeds, beans, and other simple foods. Zinc works quietly, repairing tissue and strengthening your body from within. But just as important as adding in the right foods is letting go of harmful habits. If you smoke, quitting is the single most powerful thing you can do for your circulation. Smoking tightens your blood vessels, choking off the oxygen that your legs and feet so desperately need. Alcohol, too, can weaken your nerves and lower essential vitamin levels. Cutting back? Even just swapping one drink for a glass of water creates small victories that add up with time. Daily foot care is your frontline defense. Each morning or evening, take a moment. Use a mirror if you must and look closely. Watch for cuts, blisters, swelling, or redness. Wash in warm, never hot water. Dry carefully, especially between the toes, and keep the skin moisturized to avoid cracks. Shoes should fit comfortably, not too tight, not too loose. Ill-fitting shoes can wound you before you even realize. And if you ever see sudden changes in color, swelling, or sores that refuse to heal, don't wait. Let a doctor take a look. Take Linda, for instance. She's 68. A gardener, someone who loved her flowers and the quiet joy of the earth. She once ignored a small blister from her garden shoes, and by the time she noticed, it had turned into an infection. But after treatment, Linda changed her habits. She checked her feet daily. She bought wider shoes. She added short walks into her routine. 6 months later, her circulation improved, and she hasn't had a single sore since. Her secret: she tied her new habit to something she already loved. I check my feet, she said, before I finish my morning coffee. You see, preventing foot problems isn't about being perfect. It's about paying attention. It's about acting early. Every choice you make, walking a little more, eating a little better, letting go of harmful habits, or checking your feet daily, is an investment in mobility, an investment in independence. And that is something no one should ever take for granted. Now, let's take this lesson one step further. Because sometimes the real danger isn't in what you feel, it's in what you don't. Picture your arteries, those highways of life, carrying oxygen-rich blood to every corner of your body. Over time, those highways begin to narrow, they stiffen, they clog, and the worst part, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens silently, creeping forward year after year, invisible until suddenly it isn't. For many people over 60, the signs, high blood pressure, tingling hands, cold fingertips, don't feel like much. But these aren't random quirks of aging. They're warnings. Quiet whispers from your body saying something is blocking the flow. Left unchecked, those blockages raise your risk of stroke, memory decline, and a cascade of other troubles you don't want knocking at your door. But here's the light in the darkness. You have more power than you know. With just a few simple changes to what you eat and drink, you can help keep your arteries clear, your blood flowing, and your brain sharp. No extreme diets, no complicated routines. Just real, honest food in the right amounts. And so, in this moment, let's walk together through 7 everyday foods and 1 remarkable morning drink that science shows can help sweep your arteries clean and keep your brain alert. Some of these treasures might already be sitting in your kitchen. Others may become your new favorites, and each one offers you the chance to not just live longer, but live better. Let's begin with the ocean's offering. Salmon. This fish is more than a meal. It's a gift wrapped in omega-3 fatty acids, those golden fats scientists have praised for decades. The American Heart Association itself tells us these oils can lower triglycerides, ease inflammation inside your vessels, and prevent the dangerous clumping of platelets that lead to clots. Think of your brain as a finely tuned engine. And omega-3s, they're the premium oil that keeps it humming. Without them, things tighten, stiffen, slow down. But with them, your arteries stay supple, your memory sharper, your risk of stroke lower. Not all fish wear the same crown though. Wild-caught salmon, especially from cold waters like Alaska, offers the richest bounty, without the burden of mercury some larger fish carry. Best of all, salmon bends to your taste. Steam it, bake it, grill it. Add a squeeze of lemon, a bed of greens, or roasted vegetables. 2 or 3 servings a week, each about the size of your hand, are enough to keep that engine running smooth. Avoid frying it in heavy oils, for that undoes the very benefits you seek. And when you're ready to move from the sea to the orchard, turn to the jewel, like seeds of the pomegranate. Crack one open and you'll find more than beauty. You'll find polyphenols and anthocyanins, plant compounds with a job that seems almost magical. Studies in Atherosclerosis Journal show pomegranate juice can raise nitric oxide in your body, a natural relaxant for your vessels. Imagine your arteries as a garden hose, stiff with time. Pomegranate works like warm water, loosening that stiffness, letting blood flow free again. But that's not the end. Antioxidants in those ruby seeds fight oxidative stress, the very process that scars arteries and lays down plaque. A study in Israel showed daily pomegranate juice reduced artery wall thickness by up to 30% in just 1 year. That isn't just a number. That's risk melting away. To enjoy it, eat the seeds fresh, toss them into salads, or sip pure juice. No added sugars, no tricks. Even peeling can be simple with the water bowl method: cut, submerge, loosen. The seeds sink, the pith floats, and the treasure is yours. Next, we journey into the field of greens. Spinach may have the fame, but arugula brings its own quiet power. This peppery leaf is rich in dietary nitrates, compounds your body turns into nitric oxide. Once again, the miracle worker for relaxed, open vessels. Researchers at the University of Exeter found nitrate-rich vegetables can lower blood pressure in mere hours. Arugula also brings vitamin K, guarding against calcium clogging your arteries, and folate to calm down homocysteine, an amino acid that quietly erodes vessel walls. Enjoy arugula raw in salads with olive oil and lemon, or saute it gently in garlic to soften its bite. Pair it with beets or citrus for a double punch to artery stiffness. Buy it fresh, use it quickly, and let its peppery notes brighten your plate. From leafy greens we move to something creamy, rich, and beloved: avocado. More than just a trend, this fruit is medicine disguised as indulgence. Packed with monounsaturated fats, avocados lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, and raise HDL, the good kind that sweeps arteries clean. Add potassium, and you get balance. Potassium counteracts sodium's grip, relaxing your vessel walls, lowering blood pressure. Vitamin E steps in as a shield, calming oxidative stress and preserving resilience in your arteries. Sliced on toast, mashed in guacamole, blended in smoothies, avocado finds a home anywhere. Replace mayonnaise with mashed avocado in sandwiches, and suddenly a guilty pleasure becomes a healing habit. Just remember moderation. Half an avocado a day is all you need. Too much, and even good calories become burdens. Choose ripe fruit, soft to the touch, never underripe or bitter. From creamy fruit, we shrink down to tiny seeds with mighty strength. Chia. They may look small, but each one carries omega-3s soluble fiber and vitamin E. Fiber soaks up cholesterol like a sponge, sweeping it out before it burrows into your arteries. Studies show diets rich in this fiber lower LDL and triglycerides, both prime suspects in plaque buildup. Chia seeds, when soaked, swell into a gel that soothes your digestion, aids absorption, and adds versatility. Puddings, smoothies, oatmeal, salads. They slip in without fuss, delivering power without altering taste. 1 teaspoon soaked in 3 tablespoons of water for 15 minutes unlocks their full potential. Then comes the golden treasure of the Mediterranean: extra virgin olive oil, liquid gold. Unlike refined oils, this one is pressed without heat or chemicals, keeping its polyphenols alive. These compounds calm inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and slow the plaque that clogs arteries. The famous Prodimed trial in Spain proved it. People who ate a Mediterranean diet rich in olive oil had fewer strokes than those on low-fat diets. Think of olive oil as a gentle lubricant for your blood vessels, keeping them flexible so oxygen flows freely to your brain. Drizzle it over salads, dip fresh bread, sauté vegetables at low heat. Avoid deep frying, for heat robs it of its gifts. Just a tablespoon or 2 each day is plenty. Buy it in dark glass bottles labeled extra virgin, and taste for that peppery bite that proves the antioxidants are real. Now, from the smooth to the fiery, we come to cayenne pepper. A spice that doesn't just ignite your tongue, it wakes up your blood. Its heat comes from capsaicin, a compound that relaxes vessels, widens them, and lets more blood reach your brain. Studies show capsaicin triggers nitric oxide release, keeping arteries flexible and less prone to blockages. It calms inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and even nudges metabolism higher, helping weight stay in check, a key to artery health. You don't need much. A pinch in soups, egg stews, or even smoothies with citrus can be enough. If you're new to spice, start small. Build your tolerance slowly. Too much too soon and your stomach will protest. But steady use in moderation is a gift your arteries will quietly thank you for. And finally, we arrive at the morning ritual that ties it all together. A warm drink that awakens more than just your mind. Lemon, ginger, and turmeric, combined in water, form a trio of protection. Lemon brings vitamin C, shielding artery walls and lowering LDL oxidation. Ginger adds compounds that fight clotting and soothe inflammation, improving circulation so your brain never goes hungry. Turmeric, with its curcumin, fights narrowing, dissolves fats, and calms vessel walls. Add a pinch of black pepper, and curcumin's power increases 20-fold. Make it simple. Warm water, half a lemon's juice, a teaspoon of grated ginger, half a teaspoon of turmeric. Drink it at sunrise or before a light walk, and let it prime your circulation for the day. Daily, steady, consistent, that's where its magic lives. And so we come to the close. You've now seen how everyday foods, humble and accessible, can guard your arteries and sharpen your brain. It doesn't take a revolution. Just small, steady, consistent choices. Every plate, every sip, an opportunity to gift your future self more years of strength, clarity, and independence. So I leave you with this thought: take care of your arteries, and they'll take care of you. Stay curious, stay hopeful, and may every step forward be one of health, resilience, and life well lived.